NHL 15 is a hockey video game developed by EA Canada and published by EA Sports. It is the 24th installment of the NHL series and was released on September 9, 2014 in North America and 3 days later in Europe, Australia and New Zealand. The game serves as the debut entry in the series for 8th-generation consoles, receiving releases on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins is the official cover athlete. New features: most features are exclusive to the next-generation versions and are not present in the previous generation versions. NHL Collision Physics is EA's revamped player physics and allows for secondary collisions, player pile-ups, and net scrambles. In the next generation, this applies to all 12 players on the ice, meaning that all players are affected by physics. This allows for pile-ups involving all 12 players. In the previous generation, not all 12 players are affected by physics, and pile-ups do not involve all of them. Revamped puck physics leads to authentic and unpredictable puck bounces, rolls and goals in the next generation versions. Everything on the ice controls puck physics. According to NHL 15 producer Sean Ramjugsingh, EA hired a software engineer who worked on the Large Hadron Collider to help make the puck physics as realistic as possible. New modeling system for players and equipment allows for dynamic cloth technology in the next generation, with the players' clothes moving and affecting physics. Authentic NHL arenas: for the next generation versions, EA is recreating 28 NHL arenas in extensive detail, making each arena unique and enabling larger crowds at NHL games. NBC Sports Game Day presentation: as part of a new partnership with NBC Sports, the next-generation versions will feature a broadcast package that closely resembles the NHL on NBC broadcasts. New commentary: play-by-play announcer Gary Thorne and color commentator Bill Clement have been replaced by NBC Sports commentators Mike "Doc" Emrick and Eddie Olcock, respectively. Additionally, in the next-generation versions, TSN analyst Ray Ferraro will give game insights at ice level. Ferraro's proximity to EA's development studios in Vancouver allows EA to call him mid-season to update the game with new insights as the 2014 Euro 15 season progresses. Emrick and Olcock were recorded in front of a green screen and have been directly put into the virtual studio in the next-generation versions, which eliminates lip-syncing. Living crowds: on the next generation, the crowd is more alive with individuals holding up player signs, wearing costumes, and reacting authentically to plays. Over 9,000 new crowd models produces various different types of fans. In the next generation, Vision AI makes non-human controlled players more aware of what is happening on the ice, including potential plays. Group celebration returns to the NHL series for the first time since NHL 11, allowing goal scorers to celebrate with teammates in the next generation versions. New individual player celebrations have also been added. Ultimate Edition: on June 30, 2014, EA confirmed that buyers can purchase an Ultimate Edition of the game for $10 extra than the normal version would cost. Buyers of this exclusive edition will receive special content for the game's Ultimate Team mode, a popular game mode across all of EA's sports games, and will be playable in NHL 15. Features removed: both the ASHL and GM Connected are not included in the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of the game, however they are available for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions. EA plans on reintroducing an improved ASHL game mode in future versions of the game. Online team play will not be available for PS4 and Xbox One at launch, however the mode is planned to be added in a future content update for the game. You will also not be able to control who you draft in Beargram mode, which is a huge part of building a successful team. Another feature removed from the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of the game was the more involved Be a Pro game mode titled Live the Life, which was originally introduced in NHL 14. Live the Life will be included in the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions of NHL 15. The less involved game mode, Be a Pro, will be included in NHL 15 on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, though there will be no minor league teams involved. a random draft position for players, a lack of customization for players, and players will no longer have the ability to simulate between shifts during games. In light of the removed features for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, EA Sports NHL producer Sean Ramjugsin confirmed via Twitter that a content update will later fix and improve the drafting feature. Operation Sports created a complete list of missing modes features that were available in last year's installment of the series but are either not included in the game at all for PS4/Xbox One, or were not spotted during the early access period. A demo of the game was released for download on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on August 26, 2014. An exhibition game can be played between the New York Rangers and Los Angeles Kings, as well as the practice mode. Leagues and teams. The game will include the NHL, AHL, Liga, SHL, Czech Extraliga, DEL, and the NLA. In addition, the game will include the CHL, which comprises the QMJHL, OHL, and the WHL. The game will also feature the two teams from the 2014 CHL-NHL Top Prospects game, as well as a Maximum Ranked Legends team featuring a number of former NHL stars. The leagues are the same as in NHL 14. As a result of the 2014 Kvalserien, AIK will be replaced by Jurgen Rdensif in the SHL. Other new teams in the game are the Adirondack Flames and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms of the AHL, following the relocations of the Abbotsford Heat and the Adirondack Phantoms, respectively. The NHL team Phoenix Coyotes will be renamed Arizona Coyotes. Another new team in NHL 15 is Sport from Vaasa, who rose to Liiga when Jokerit joined the KHL. National teams will be included, but the lack of an IIHF license prevents EA from using the official jerseys for the national teams or any official international tournaments in the game. It also means that EA cannot put real players in national teams if they are not included in any league or the free agent list in the game. Additionally, players may create their own teams through the Create Team feature, but only on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions of the game, as the Creation Zone section of the game will be absent from the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions. Cover. Like the NHL 14 cover, anybody could vote on the players they wish to see on the official cover of NHL 15. The vote started on May 5, 2014 with 8 NHL players in a single elimination voting with 2 players in each matchup, and was closed on June 1, 2014. P.K. Subban of the Montreal Canadiens and Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins reached a final, and it was announced at the 2014 NHL Awards in Las Vegas on June 24, 2014 that Bergeron would be the cover athlete. The cover vote received over 10 million votes worldwide in total. Reception. NHL 15 was met with average reviews, garnering a 60/100 and a 59/100 from Metacritic. IGN gave the game a 7/10 and GameSpot gave it a 5/10. Amongst fans, however, the game was met with overwhelming disdain, mostly due to the numerous missing features for next-gen consoles. Fans with the early access version of the game began reporting on the game's missing features, and within hours a list covering the mass omission by EA were dispersed throughout the internet. The situation got so bad that EA NHL producer Sean Ramjugsin had to post on the EA forums a list of features to be added via patch in the coming months, all of this before the game was even released. The general consensus amongst fans of the series seems to be that while gameplay has improved, omitting much of the minutiae of the game that fans had come to love was disappointing. Soundtrack, and not included in Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions. References. External links, official website.